right, hello to you, my viewers. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is tap into your energy. What we want to do is bring you a message of importance. Okay, so it's like if you're puzzled about something that's going on with you, we hope that the message that comes to you today will bring you some clarity and give you a sense of direction, so that you know what move to make next, so that you can get out of worry mode, get out of stagnant mode, get out of lost mode. So if you're lost, we're here to find you and help you to find yourself. All right, so this is for all signs. I'm gonna time stamp them at the end. So the first sign we're gonna do is Aries. So once we get the card with the message that's most important to you, we're gonna then read you the in-depth. We're gonna read you the in-depth understanding from the book. So I'm using the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Okay, so Aries, Most High, what's the most important message for Aries? Okay, let's see, Aries, what's very important for you to know and understand at this time. Okay, so we have 3 cards. We have Wandering Between Realms. Okay. We have Limitless Possibility. And we have Herald of Change. So that's what it's about for you right now. Okay, so let's determine what is the most important one for you. So you know that it's time for some kind of change. You feel some kind of change coming in, and you know that there's limitless possibility. So now we're gonna get Wandering Between Realms. I think we're gonna take a closer look at the Wandering Between Realms. Is that what you want? Horseman, Herald of Change, Limitless Possibility, Wandering Between Realms. Yeah, so we're gonna meet you where you're at right now. You're wandering between realms. Okay, so let's see, straddling worlds. So you're in between the past and your future. You want to know which way to go. Let's see what it says, what wisdom they have for you. It says, straddling worlds, being comfortable in 2 states, wandering between realms, reinvention. So something there must apply to you. Okay, now let's see. When the straddling worlds card shows up, it's an invitation to get used to living with 1 foot in your old world and 1 foot in the new. There is no going back to the way things once were, and what will be is not yet fully here. You must find the delicate balance that can bring you delight as you relish the past and all your memories, along with awe, as you glimpse the astonishing and exciting future. So, relish the past and be amazed at what the future holds. Okay, then they say, do not wait for applause. Move on quietly, humbly, invisible to others. This card brings an invitation to begin not only a new chapter, but a new book. in your life. Ooh, that sounds exciting to me. Do not break the news to anyone. Let people be as surprised as you are as you reinvent yourself. Make sure you are not just a slightly improved and more polished version of a dated and obsolete you. Birth yourself into something original. Do not feel like you have to explain yourself or be understood by anyone. Become a mystery even to yourself. Gaze into the mirror one morning and be pleasantly surprised. Straddling Worlds invites you to become a true wizard, not one who performs magic tricks, but one who has mastered the dance between the visible and the invisible worlds, between the realms of form and formlessness. You are the birther of new ideas, of original and sustainable ways of being in the world. So, Aries, what do you want? Right now, it can be yours because you're in that energy. So it's for you to decide what you would like to create and then set about doing so. And it's better to do it quietly because, you know, haters and all that, they'll try to block your move every step of the way. So sometimes it's better to move in silence, but you're not alone because you have the Most High, the universe, your spirit guides, your angels, whatever it is that you believe in with you at all times. So you and your supernatural helpers, let's call them that, you and your supernatural helpers can now go about creating something new. What do you want to create? It's all up to you. Okay? So, Taurus. Yeah, anyway. I was about to make a note, but I could do that after. I don't want to waste y'all time if I don't have to, because I know I take long to shuffle aligning the cards. Some people may be annoyed by that, so I won't take liberties. But I will take my time shuffling the cards because I find it's much more intelligent and substantial to be accurate than to be quick. Okay? Taurus. Let's see. A message for you. Taurus. All right, Taurus. Okay. So, Taurus, the card to come out for you first is preparations come to fruition. So, is now a time of abundance and reaping for you. But we have two more cards to come out, and they came out in the reverse. Sorry. So let's just see how they're meant to be here. Oh, they're meant to be in the upright. See? So it's good to check. So we have movement toward adventure. Wait, first card we have was preparations come to fruition. I hope you can see that. There we go. And we have movement toward adventure. And then we have limitless possibility. Limitless possibility. Okay. So, okay, so now is a time for you to prepare. Movement toward adventure, I mean, like, you're making it happen. And there's limitless possibility. So it's like, what do you want to manifest? Right now is a time for you to make preparations for them to come to fruition. So let's see what that card says. Okay. So the in-depth understanding of the preparations come to fruition. It says, netcaster. Preparations come to fruition, a surprise, a result beyond expectations. It says the netcaster arrives to tell you to stop praying for the fish. They have arrived, and it's time that you cast your net lest they swim away. Everything that you long for is within reach. But it has been so long since your prayers were answered that you have forgotten how to receive what is being offered to you. Put down the prayer beads and open your arms and your heart towards to rewards beyond measure. Cast your net. Take the next step that you have been planning for so long. Remember that the fish wait for no one, so time is of the essence. Heaven and earth are in perfect alignment for your victory. The stars are positioned for success. The only one who can spoil the perfection of the moment is you. If you ask, do I really deserve this? You will sabotage the magic and shatter the crystalline flawlessness of the now. You'll shatter the crystalline flawlessness of the now. The netcaster can also arrive to bring you bad news, to tell you that you have been snared in someone's trap and must wriggle free. Right now it feels comfortable enough, even as the net begins to tighten around you. Do not wait until it is suffocating you before realizing you must escape and run for your life. It is early enough to exit gracefully. Bide your time until all the conditions are right. Go to your place of stillness, of deep quiet, and watch for the signs that a new opportunity has arrived. Right now, you are patient because you feel that things will go your way. Learn to be patient with the people and situations that are more challenging. Okay? So only you know how this applies to you at this time, because there are two meanings here. So it's either it's time for you to reap the rewards of your hard work, or it's time, or you've been caught and it's time for you to wriggle free. Okay? So, and then it says movement toward adventure and limitless possibility. So, Taurus, you know exactly what this means to you. And yeah, that's your message, your important message. I hope that you found that one helpful. Let's just look at the bottom just to see. It says ancestral wisdom. So that's wisdom of those before you. So that could be a mom, dad, grandma, just people who come before you. Okay, taking a bold step forward. Okay, and compassion, the authentic self. And we have getting back to integrity. Then we talk about transmuting pain, overwhelm, and plenty. Moving out of stagnation. So hopefully that and then we have meditation and stillness coming in there. Sacred contract. And then we have the balancing act coming next. So hopefully that gives you an understanding of what this is talking about. And we have adaptability, and then after adaptability we have a new beginning. So the universe is telling you that right now you're in a sticky situation, and ancestral wisdom is here for you if you will allow it to come in, because it's here to guide you toward compassion, help you to take a bold step forward towards compassion, humbleness. Okay, so yeah, So you're in a stuck situation, so you're the one that's been caught in the net according to the underlying story here. And there is help for you, so that's the great news. So use the wisdom of your ancestors, your parents, whoever is before you. It could even not be a blood relative, it could be just someone older than you with wisdom. Yeah, perhaps it's even someone younger than you with wisdom, you know. So listen out to hear those nuggets of wisdom, okay, so that it will help you to get out of your sticky situation. And the fact that compassion is in there, meaning that it's like you need to soften your heart towards something. You need to be more caring towards others. Yeah, instead of being stubborn, you need to be more caring towards others. Because sometimes we need people. It's one thing for other people to need you and for you to say no, but what happens when you need someone? What do you want them to say to you? All right, Gemini's important message. Let's take those off. So now we're on Gemini. Let's get your message. Okay, so Gemini, your message is grace and generosity. Grace and generosity. Ooh, at the bottom of the deck we have falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy. So you have the possibility of not being your kindest self. You're in a position where someone's bringing out the devil in you. Let's just put it bluntly. Someone's bringing out the dark side of you. But your message is to have grace and generosity, okay? After spiritual narcolepsy, we have compassion. And then we have the right use of power. So just because you have the power to turn people into dust doesn't mean that you should. The card to come next is needing direction. Needing direction. And then we have connectivity. And then we have resonating. And then we have the power of community. So it's time to work well with others, okay? So that you can replenish. It says time to replenish. No one is an island. No one can do all things by themselves. So right now is the time for you to be still and bring out the good side of yourself before you alienate yourself from everybody who cares about you and who cares to help you. Okay? So let's get the in-depth understanding of grace and generosity. All right, so it says grace and generosity, gifts, support, mentoring. It says when the benefactor weaves her energy into your life, you are put on notice that all manner of positive reinforcement is coming your way. The universe wants to let you know that just as you have been generous with others, serving with your gifts, even in the smallest capacity, so will you be rewarded in myriad ways. The most beautiful gift the benefactor gives you is the recognition that you are stewarding and sharing abundance on behalf of a higher source, one that is always working through you. The motives for her generosity to you, as well as yours to others, are intangible, although you will see the results reflected in the material world. Okay, so that's talking about things like kindness, thinking good thoughts towards people, because thoughts are energy and they have the power to change things. So you have to start from within your mind. Okay, so just wishing someone well, the blessings come back to you. And these are intangible gifts that will manifest in the material world. That's what that is saying. Okay, so think positive thoughts towards yourself and towards others. Grace and generosity. Yeah, it says the benefactor reminds you that it's in the purity of your desire to share without the need for reciprocity that paradoxically your initial generosity is reciprocated tenfold, seemingly without any connection to the original act. So sow good seeds and you will reap good fruit. That's what that part is saying. So just because you bless this person, once you don't have it in your mind that you expect something in return, it's a freely given gift. The universe itself will conspire to bless you when you least expect it, when you need it, okay, tenfold. So this is saying that you should give freely of yourself, give freely from your heart. And don't expect anything in return. Do it just because you're an extension of Source. Source meaning the creator. So God uses us to bless each other. God wants to use you right now to be a blessing to someone else. And don't look for anything in return, because your reward is sure. It may not come from this person, then again it may come from the same person that you choose to bless, but in any case your reward is sure. So give freely, okay, without looking for anything in return. It says dream sharing and caring into being, and you will be amazed to see this vibrant seed take root and spread. Do it just because. And the benefactor will give you her blessing. The benefactor being the universe, God, okay, the supernatural. All right, so that is yours, Gemini. You're being called upon to be a representative of the Most High, okay, through giving love without seeking anything in return, and knowing that you're gonna get something in return from the Most High. Okay, serve the Most High by serving someone else, and the Most High will bless you. Got it? So be a blessing to someone. All right, so Cancer, let's see what your message is. Cancer. Cancer. Interesting. A blockage. Let's do that again. Okay. All right. Okay, so Cancer, blockage, obstacles, the wall. So you've got blockages right now, Cancer. Okay, even when I was shuffling the cards, the last shuffle when I was just about to deal the cards, you saw what it did. Blockage. So there's blockages to a herald of change. Okay, blockages to rest and renewal, blockages to the fates, blockages to your inspiration. I hope that there's no blockage to the transpersonal. Transpersonal mean to not do anything, not say anything. Right now, this is talking about sitting back and observing. Being an observer rather than a person taking part in whatever is going on. Let's see what comes next. We got sacred contract. Okay, so sit back. And we have choices and their consequences coming next. Choices and their consequences. And then we have protecting the future. We have treasures hidden in the shadows coming after that. And we have movement toward adventure. And then we have completion. And then we have the courage to step into life. And then we have the divine feminine. Okay. After the divine feminine, we have time to replenish. So, then we have a bold step forward. And then we have confidence in your magic. And then we have compassion. And I'm going to stop there as I'll be going through the whole deck. And then we have reconciliation. That's it. As I'll be going through this whole deck. And that's not what I'm here to do today. This is meant to be a simple one. Okay. So, the wall. You have obstacles on this path here. This path to bringing in change. Let's see what the book says about the wall. Okay, it says obstacles, being inconvenienced by life, detours, non-action. It says there are moments in your life when you are so geared up, so sure that you are on track with such drive and momentum that you are shocked and confused when you encounter a wall. This unpredictability occurs outside your ability to plan, regardless of if you've done everything right in alignment with the divine. It is imperative that you change your attitude now. This temporary roadblock is not an obstacle to blast through. This is not an invitation to push harder, cancel other plans, or worry about who will win or lose. This is a stopping point to enable you to slow down and contemplate the part of your manifesting equation that you and everyone else forgets. Life on life's terms will override your best laid plans. Yes, as inconvenient as it may seem, this experience is an important reminder that you are a human being, not a human doing. I like that. Perhaps you're being reminded of your mortality, or that you are but a small part of a bigger universe where your destiny intersects with others. Your life may be meant to serve another purpose at this moment, and your attention meant to be directed elsewhere. Consider that this place of temporary non-action is exactly meant to be for you. Perhaps it's because all you desire and have set in motion needs time to coalesce into form on the other side. So that means things need to take place. It's not time for you to connect with whatever it is your aim was. There's something else that needs to come into place on the other side before you connecting with it, or else it's not gonna be good. It says, could it be that all the elements are not yet in place for its manifestation to be for the highest good of all? Patience is required now, and the wisdom that this might be a great time to take a break and contemplate gratitude. What is truly yours will never be walled off from you. Okay? So it is only a temporary pause in the action, Cancer. Alright? So you need to pay attention to what it is that you should be doing right now. Whatever it was that you were headed towards, that you found a wall on your path towards, you need to follow the detour, because life is trying to guide you somewhere. Perhaps you're the one who need to bring something else into being so that you can be even more whole and even more ready to connect with whatever you're going after or whoever you're going after in the right way. Okay, so something is incomplete, and this is the reason why you cannot go directly toward your aim and objective. Okay, so there's something missing. So trust that divine is going to enlighten you on what that is. So don't pressure yourself. Just live every day, every moment, one moment at a time. Okay, do not give yourself a headache trying to figure it out. Just take care of what you know you're supposed to be taking care of, and you never know, something mundane may lead you to something magical or something incredible or something enlightening. So just live life at this time. All right? Okay, so Leo. Let's see the message for Leo. Message for Leo. Okay, Leo, at the bottom of the deck we have the Fates. The Fates. After that we have the Universe is your partner. Okay. So the Universe is with you at this time, helping you to bring your fate about. Okay. We have Resourcefulness coming next. So, of course, the universe is very resourceful. You'll be surprised at what you may be blessed by. So, just trust for right now. And then we have Beginner's Mind. So, it's like you're in a new relationship with the Most High or with life, with something. Okay? Rise above the fray. So, that means that you should see things from a higher perspective. Do not keep seeing things from a lowly perspective. Right now, you're in a magical time of your life because the universe is your partner. When the universe is your partner, anything is possible. Okay? Anything is possible. So expect blessings, expect miracles, expect incredible things beyond your imagination. Okay? We have intentionality and we have ego sublimation. That means quietening the ego. Okay, do not let your ego take over at this point in time. Right now, you need to let God be in the driver's seat, aka your intuition. Let your intuition guide the way, not your ego. So the way that you've been doing things before, this is a new time of life for you. So you need to now shift into this new way of being, which is to listen to your guide, listen to your inner guide, which is coming through your intuition. Okay? Then we have grace and generosity. So instead of being in your ego, instead of getting offended when things don't go your way, if somebody quote unquote disrespects you, do not play into those negative energies. Rise above it by having grace and generosity. Just walk away, okay? Or keep yourself away from negative people, negative teachings, negative energy, period. Okay, anything that's gonna pull you down from being in connection with your divine being, it's time for you to block that out. That's what this is saying. Initiation. Because this is your initiation. This is the beginning. Now, when it comes to the initiation, my initiation experience was not easy. However, it was made so through my connection with the Most High. The universe is your partner. So this is what your initiation is all about. It's about recognizing the universe as your partner. It's about putting the universe or God, whatever you call it, first. That higher power. Putting that higher power first. Allegiance. Let your allegiance be to the higher power first. Even if you feel afraid to do something or say something, once you know within yourself, because your intuition has told you that that is the right thing to do, because that is what the higher power wants you to do, then that is what you do. So whoever's feathers get ruffled, so be it. They will have to take it up with your boss, not you. The good thing about initiation and being in partnership with the universe is that you also get universal protection. Once you've made that commitment to work in unison with the universe, you are thereby offered protection under their umbrella, so to speak. Okay, you're one of them, they protect their own, just like any other secret society there is out there. Okay, that's how that works. So there's no need to be afraid. I'm not saying that you won't be afraid sometimes, but there's actually no need to be afraid. There's no need to be afraid. You have to be bold, you have to be strong, and you have to trust. You have to have faith. Okay? So the card that I'm gonna read from you, read for you, is the Fates. We're gonna get the in-depth understanding of the Fates from the book for you. Because that's the first card that was on the bottom there. The Fates. The initiation is a scary time, but it's great because once this is over, it's over. You don't have to go through it again. The first cut is the deepest. You're not gonna, well, I don't think you're gonna get cut. I didn't get cut. I got cut off. I got cut off from my homeland. I got cut off from my family. The only person I had with me was my child. For a while, it was just me and my child and my God in this world. That's it. And I have actually grown to like it that way, to be honest with you. So, the Fates. You'll be fine. Just trust. Let's see what it says. They'll be able to explain it better than I can. Let's see. So it says, skywriting, the Fates, that which we cannot change, non-judgment. It says, it is written in the sky that you have a destiny. You are being invited to explore certain aspects of life unique to you and you alone. That does not mean that your path will be easy, paved with gold and littered with diamonds. Nor does it predict that your journey will be treacherous. You've got help. You've got protection. It is just your path. Yeah. And it helps to form your character. It reveals how strong you are. So if you don't know yourself and know how strong you are, this is a perfect opportunity for you to come to terms with how strong, how brave, how wise, how intelligent you are spiritually. Okay? It said, it is just your path. Which parts with parts that cannot be changed and must be radically accepted as they are. Radically. See my face? Radically. It say, in this way, whatever you are faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection. You see? So it's like I got cut off from my homeland, you know, my homeland. Almost everybody in my country was against me. My own family was against me because I chose to walk the path with God. If we check the Bible stories, that's how it usually goes, in it. But it just means that there's a grand calling on your life. This is why you're being initiated. God wants to use you for something incredible. Trust me, the struggle is worth it. And like I said, it was hard being alone at times. I miss family dinners and parties and stuff like that. But it made me grow up. It made me grow up being dependent on myself, having to be the head. You know what I mean? Not having anyone to call on. It showed me how strong, how wise, and it's really good to develop your own character by yourself without the judgment of others. So the time alone with me and my little one, it was very helpful to me. People, you get to be who you are without apology. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to learn, but trust me, it's rewarding. Because I'm fucking fantastic. If I do say so myself. I love my life. And now I've got everybody back. Yeah, I've got everybody. Well, I don't know about the people in my country, but I definitely got my family back. And now they have more faith. They have more faith in me. They see me for who I am now. Because that's the thing. They didn't see me for who I was when I was going through it. Because like, what the hell is wrong with her? What is she up to? Why is she ruffling feathers? Why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? They didn't get it. But it's not for them to get it. And it doesn't matter how much you try to explain things to people, sometimes they won't get it because they're not meant to get it. But you better make sure you get it. And then the future will manifest who you are and what you were doing to them. I have some stories to tell you, but it's a beautiful one, I tell you, about my initiation and how I was shunned. And the things that I was talking about and doing back then that people were hating me for is exactly what people are doing now. So basically, God wants to use us as like forerunners, okay? And that's a heavy load to bear, because whenever you're doing something new, people always say that you're crazy until they get it. When the truth really is, you're far advanced than they are, but they'll never admit that. So it's for you to see that you're more advanced than they are spiritually, you're more mature than they are, you're wiser than they are, you're more blessed in a sense than they are, because you're in direct contact with the divine. Okay, so understand that that's what you're headed towards, and I hope that the book can give you more clarification as to what's happening here. Okay, so it says, in this way, whatever you are faced with, every single aspect of your life is perfect in its imperfection, not good or bad, neither inflow nor blocked, this nor that. See your life as a series of opportunities rather than an obstacle course. Opportunities to shine. Opportunities to let God shine in your life. Trust me, it'll make you look great. Because people are seeing you, they're not seeing God. But you have to give all glory to God, because you have to be humble. Because if you choose to think that the power is yours, God will take it away. Because those who exalt themselves will be cast down. You see. So to God be the glory. But God is working through you, so it makes you look good. But you know, you're the common C, common E, common O, CEO. God is the capital C, capital E, capital O. Okay? So you're here to be a representative under God. It says, once you master the skill of non-judgment, you open to the power of curiosity, unencumbered by the burdens of yesterday's fear, as you look ahead into the potential of the future. Yes, you still need to be brave. Right now, you are facing a critical moment in time with an opportunity to meet your fate, a choice point where you expand your influence and your capacity for abundance, love, and purposeful action. Now is the moment to leap into it. Whether it be a heart connection a call to creativity, or new identity in your work or other area of life with all your heart and soul. Your success is merely written in the Your success is surely, I said merely. Your success is surely written in the stars. In order to bring your destiny to fruition, you must jump into the adventure with both feet and do your part. Okay, Leo? So, me personally, I'm happy for you. But just know that every day, every experience will not be easy. And in those times when you feel like it's too much for you, that's when you reach out to your angels. Okay, reach out to the universe and let them know. The pressure is a bit too much for me right now. Or maybe you don't know where to go. You ask for guidance. Or maybe you don't even know what to ask for. Then you sit silently and you connect with the divine. You don't have to say anything because they know exactly what it is that's on your mind. They know what you need. They know what's bothering you. So when you don't know, they know. It's incredible. I'm telling you. Okay? So, I wish you the very best. Until next time, Leo, take care. All right, Virgo. Virgo, how much time is that? Yeah, we're gonna stop at Virgo and then I'll do the other half of the signs. I'm gonna stop at Virgo. Virgo. What's the message for Virgo? Okay. Virgo. Okay, Virgo, the card to come out for you is the Father Gate. Bold step forward. Bold step forward. At the bottom of the deck, we have Eye of the Needle, intentionality. So you have to set your intentions and stick to it. You need to take a bold step forward because right now there's a herald of change. It's time to experience life as it comes with a beginner's mind. So you're stepping into new things, new experiences, new feelings, new emotions, new understandings. Okay? Right use of power. If you use your power correctly, you'll be blessed. You will not be caught up in confusion and you will not fail. You will not fail. And if it does seem like you fail, it's a part of God's master plan. So trust and go with the flow. Okay? There's limitless possibility. That's what you're stepping into. And then we have a possibility for union. So connecting with someone. Okay? Gestation period. So it's like a pause period. You're developing your character at this time. Okay? Gestation period. Because gestation period is that's when the baby is in the womb and all the fingers and toes and eyes and whatnot are being formed. So that's the stage that you're in right now. And clarity and organization. That's what's coming to you. And this clarity and organization that you're experiencing during your gestation period is going to be repairing the mind, body, and spirit. Okay? And bring you to your authentic self. Okay? Which is a light being. You need to have a radical acceptance. Be yourself without apology. And that would mean having to cut out certain things, places, and people, because they will only be fighting against you and making your way difficult when it doesn't need to be. We have groupthink. So, mindful. Connect with the right people, the people with the right vision, the right perception of life, or not even the right perception of life, but people who vibrate on your frequency. Okay, you know who you are to be within yourself. So if you're an eagle and you chill with chickens, you will think like a chicken. Okay, eagles need to think like an eagle, therefore you must be around eagles. If you're a peacock and you think like an eagle, you'll always be disappointed because peacocks don't fly and eagles can fly really high. So what are you? Are you a chicken, an eagle, or a peacock? Find your flock. Or manifest your real self so that your flock can find you. Build it and they will come. Either way. So, bold step forward. Let's see what the book says about bold step forward for you. Oh, the Father Gate. I'm reading the wrong thing. Sorry. T. Okay. So, it says the next experience, legacy, evolving, bold step forward. When the Father Gate card shows up, it is a clear call to lift your eyes to the horizon and begin to walk toward your future. You are marching in place right now, stirring the dust but not getting anywhere. Trust that your forward movement will lead you to a new destination you have already set for yourself, but perhaps forgotten or neglected because of your everyday busyness. The Father Gate comes to tell you that an ending is at hand and that you can leave the old behind. Let it peel away like an old skin you shed. Do not hesitate. Cross the threshold boldly and you will be rewarded. If you continue marking time instead of moving, you will miss the opportunity. The gate is open. The next landscape of your life is within reach, but the window of time to pass through it grows shorter. Do not dally. A gift of the Father Gate is to bring you to the fullest expression of your gifts, perhaps for the first time. Let me say that again. A gift of the Father Gate is to bring you to the fullest expression of your gifts, perhaps for the first time. It is an invitation to a sacred passage, to new discovery, and both great challenges and opportunities. It is not a graduation. There are no rewards other than the exploration itself. You have been a farmer far too long, tilling the hard soil that now bears little fruit for you. Time to put on the explorer hat once again. Yeah, so they gave several meanings there as to what it means with the bold step forward. So perhaps one of these meanings applied to you. Perhaps there's another meaning that applies to you. You know how this applies to your life. Okay, so that is your message, Virgo. All right. Now I did say I was gonna stop this video, but I feel like continuing. So think I'll continue. Libra. 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 Libra's message. Please. All right. You're ready. Well, the cards are ready. I'm not. I have to grease my lips. Have to oil my hinges. All right, let's see. Libra's message. All right. Okay, Libra. Let us see. So we have stranger, curiosity. And we have the courage to step into life. Perfect storm. The courage to step into life. And we have a balancing act. Okay? Because we have obstacles. All right? So, Libra, the good news is you're curious and you have the courage to step into life and you have the tenacity to do the balancing act. However, there are obstacles. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have ancestral wisdom. And we have revelation. We have resonating. We have right use of power. We have bold step forward. We have beginner's mind. And we have ego sublimation, that is quietening the ego, operating from your higher self rather than your lower energy. And we have new beginning. And there's a herald of change. There's limitless possibility. So, and it is a sacred contract, a contract with the universe. Okay? We have inspiration. And then we have the divine matrix. The divine matrix. So there's a matrix in the 3D and there's a divine matrix as well. Okay? So we're trying to fulfill things in the divine matrix, and there are people in the 3D matrix that's trying to stop us from fulfilling our divine calling. So the next one we have is refusal of the call. It says dream thief. So somebody's trying to steal our dreams, and that's why we have the obstacle. This is the obstacle. Okay, the dream thief. They're trying to steal our opportunity. Okay, but it's okay. Show grace and generosity. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Because at the end of the day, they're messing with God's thing, not your personal thing. You're just a vessel. You're just an instrument. You're just a willing participant. Okay? So do your job and God will do what God has to do to remove these obstacles from your way. Okay? And if you're called to do something to remove an obstacle, you will get the information and you will do what you should do because you have the ability to do the balancing act. So you are a force to be reckoned with, Libra, and you have the courage to step into life. Okay, so like I said, you are a force to be reckoned with at this time. So I'm very sorry for those who choose to be obstacles in your path. They're stopping God's thing. They're not stopping your thing. Because if you're anything like me, working for the divine, your business, your desires, they are secondary for the sake of the highest good. Okay? Sometimes it calls for sacrifice of self so that the masses can be blessed. Okay? So have grace and generosity while diving into your task. Okay? And experience life as it comes. Don't quit. Okay? And then we have the possibility for union here. It could be a romantic union, or it could be just a union with someone or a group of people that will help you to take you to the next level. Okay? And then we have compassion. Okay? So, the union with people who have compassion for you. All right? So that's what you're stepping into. So don't let those who wish to get in your way get in your way. All right? The way will be made clear for you. Just keep going forward. All right? So we have curiosity, the courage to step into life, balancing act, and obstacles. If you want to, the obstacles card, I read that already for somebody. I think it was Cancer. So if you want to hear that, you could just go on to the Cancer reading and hear the obstacles reading. But we're going to do curiosity for the Libras, okay? We're going to take a closer look at curiosity. Stranger. I keep looking at the small words instead of the big words. Stranger. Okay, let's see. It says the other, moving past fear of differences, curiosity, and acceptance. It says the stranger moves through the world in a shroud of darkness that often elicits fear, rejection, and uncertainty, as the danger of the unknown defines its very presence. Yes, there is a veil of separation between you. Look closer and summon the courage to remain open to what you might find. You may be conditioned to look only for what mirrors what is safe and known to you, refusing to entertain any concept of other beyond something to fear. In order to broaden your world and your experience of it, you must refute the illusion that sameness is the only way. Be open to new, Libra. Nothing you expect externally matches up with the other. And you're challenged by your own inexperience, but don't miss this opportunity for learning. So the other, they keep putting it in capital letters. What are they referring to? The other, I guess that's the unknown. So let's see if it's the unknown. It says refusing to entertain any concept of other. Yeah, it's the unknown or something else. Okay, so when they say other, they're talking about something else. So the last sentence, it said, where it said other, it says nothing you expect externally matches up with the other, and you're challenged by your own inexperience, but don't miss this opportunity for learning. Yeah, it's interacting with something new concept, new people, new places, new things. Something extraordinary is being offered to you now if you remain curious and teachable. Allow the newness to envelop you as you explore the possibilities. This is a departure from your expectations, but the stranger has come to invite you to dance to a new music, a new tempo, a new sensation that will add more dimension to you and what you create as a result. Now is the time to leave room for other points of view, other ways of seeing with humility and grace. This is a defining moment, taking the risk. Life is like a precious diamond with many facets, not just one. Ooh, Libra. So not only do you have obstacles to contend with, Libra, you have a lot of newness to deal with. If you're a Libra who does not like change, sometimes I can be like that. I'm not really a big fan of change, but I know better than to not be a fan of change, so I can overcome my desire for sameness, you know? So open up your mind, your heart, your soul, because the universe is calling us to new things. The universe wants to expand our horizons right now, okay? The universe wants to add to our repertoire. The universe wants to upgrade us. All right, so that's what we're dealing with right now. All right, so that is you, Libra. Now Scorpio. What's the message for Scorpio? Okay, Scorpio. Message for Scorpio, please. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have possibility for union, Scorpio. So that could be, it could be a romantic union, or it could just be someone who will be of benefit to your forward movement in life, in business, in education. They're here to help you move out of stagnation. The dust devil, moving out of stagnation. Okay, then we have a dream thief, refusal of the call. And we have completion. Okay, so you were refusing the call, but now that has ended. Okay, because now you're resonating, or maybe the other person is resonating with you. Okay, treasures hidden in the shadows. We have right use of power. So something was hidden about the right use of power. Okay, maybe this person didn't think that you would use your power correctly. Next, we have time to replenish. And then we have reconciliations. We have protecting the future. And we have ancestral wisdom. Wisdom from the divine. Or maybe someone around you. Or maybe it's for the other person that didn't know that you would use your power correctly. And there'll be radical acceptance. There will be surrendering. Because of resourcefulness. And then we have revelation. Okay. So it's revealed to this person that you are resourceful, Scorpio. And now there's a possibility for union, okay? So this person now sees your quality, your value, okay? Person or people, okay? So let's see, Sky Bridge, possibility for union. Okay, so it says, Sky Bridge, possibility for union. What needs to be connected or disconnected? You stand before a seemingly unbreachable abyss, and there is no possibility of retreat. The path behind you is no longer a viable option. You have to act soon, though. Oh, wait. You have to act soon, though, or you run the risk of being stuck at the edge of the cliff. Life has brought you to this moment to offer you as yet undreamt of. Oh, they have hyphenated all those words. Kind of confused me, but I got it. Okay, so it says, life has brought you to this moment to offer you as yet undreamt of possibilities. But you must no longer postpone what you know to be inevitable. Inevitable means unavoidable, destined to happen, without a doubt. Okay? It says, and yes, you are allowed to breathe. Oh, you are allowed a breath or two before the leap. So take a bit of time to yourself. Get away for a day or two of contemplation, or even for just a few minutes' walk to clear your head. Muster your courage so that you may cross the Sky Bridge. Sky Bridge appears when the moment is absolutely right for a quantum leap. Life believes you are ready, even if you do not agree. Remember not to confuse your true state of readiness with your plans and preparation. Respond with a determined yes and let the universe take care of the details. There's a saying that I used to have. It's like sometimes you have to jump off the boat even though you know you can't swim, and know that God will send someone or present the right circumstances to save you. So this is what this is saying. There's something that you're on the precipice of, and whether or not you believe that you are ready, the universe knows that you're ready. So try not to hold yourself back with your opinions, your surface opinions, okay, of what you are and are not ready for. So you need to connect with yourself on a soul level to see that the divine is with you, and there's magic all around you right now. So the universe wants to create a miracle for you or do a miracle for you. All right. So let's see. It says you need only hold on to your positive affirmation, and the way will become obvious as you take flight and clear the abyss. Yeah. So positive thinking will get you where it is. So there's something that you're just about to embark upon. Okay. Something has presented itself to you, and you may know that you're ready for it, or you may not know that you're ready for it, but the universe sent this possibility for union card to let you know, or Sky Bridge card to let you know that you are ready for uniting with that thing, that person, that place, that idea. Okay, so if you take the leap of faith, then you'll see a miracle come before your eyes. You'll see things manifest. Your efforts will come to fruition. Your efforts will bear fruit. Okay? So, that is the message for you, Scorpio. Alright? So, next we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Let's see the message for Sagittarius. Patience is a virtue, Sagittarius. Patience. Do you prefer quantity or quality? Message for Sagittarius. Okay. I thought something flipped over, but not. So we have new beginnings for you, Sagittarius. Okay. New beginnings, and we have inspiration. We have Dream Thief, Refusal of the Call. And we have Spiritual Narcolepsy, Falling Angel. Then we have Balancing Act. And then we have Transpersonal. That's just sitting back and watching as opposed to getting involved or taking action. And we have Resourcefulness. And we have Reconciliations. Choices and their consequences. So there's some reconciliation that is in the wings. You know that it will bring a new beginning for you, but you're refusing the call at this time and you're just sitting back and watching, okay? Because you know that every choice has their consequence. You're not willing to deal with the consequences of making that choice at this time. So right now you're just chilling, gestation period. You're just chilling, watching, observing, learning, and you're doing it from above. You're watching it from way far away from the action. Okay. Let's see. Treasures hidden in the shadows. Yeah, there are treasures hidden in the shadows, but you know that there are also consequences. Choices and their consequences as well. Treasures in the shadows if you take a bold step forward. Alright. So let's see, what's the most important? I don't feel like new beginnings is the most important message here for you. Let me just go over them again and see what resonates to me. So we got the new beginnings and we got inspiration, but you're refusing the call. Okay, spiritual narcolepsy. So, and we have the balancing act. So refusing the call and spiritual narcolepsy. So Dream Thief and Falling Angels. These ones are standing out most to me. Dream Thief and Falling Angel. So I might read you two. So we're going to start with Refusal of the Call. Actually, I'll just read you the one. Refusal of the Call. Okay. Dream Thief. Okay, so it says rejection of the path of fulfillment, refusal of the call. It says the Dream Thief is a soft and compelling seductress. Her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness. She wants to tell your old stories over and over so you don't evolve beyond them. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to the familiarity of your origin story, of why you were wounded, or when you were rejected. Do you talk about how your family molded you as a child without also acknowledging that you've already become someone else? Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. Instead, bring to mind how you've already changed, remembering that you have new stories to rely and build upon. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of glass you've placed between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted seas of your potential. The wind will soothe and sing the dream thief to sleep so you can wake up and move forward. You are so much more than you know. Now it's time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has already begun. So that is saying to me that it can be delayed, but it cannot be stopped. So you're trying to avoid this new beginning, but it cannot be stopped. And just so you know, bold step forward, then we have beginner's mind. After bold step forward, we have beginner's mind, and then we have completion. Yeah, it can't be avoided. So yeah, after that we have preparations come to fruition regarding the divine matrix. So God is calling you to do something. You can delay it. God will be patient with you, but you're going to do it. This ego sublimation needs to get done. So your ego is all the things that you have been through. Your ego is who you choose to be, but the divine matrix is calling for you to be who you are supposed to be. So these are conflicting. And right after that we have the fates. And then we have experiencing life as it comes, with what is resonating. So you will get there. Alright? You will get there. So yeah, so right now it's a fight between who you choose to be and who you're supposed to be. Who you know you're supposed to be and who you prefer to be. Okay? So there's gonna be a battle for a while, and the universe can understand that it's a bit daunting, choices and their consequences and all these things. But, you know, when the universe is guiding us onto a new path, it's because it knows that the way ahead is going to be even harder than you have ever imagined. So you're being redirected to make your way more pleasant. However, this redirection is also going to bring its own upheaval. Okay, but the way that you're headed, the upheaval is greater than this option that you're running away from. That is a guarantee. So it's up to you. You can go through the hard way by staying on the path that you're on, because you will get onto the right path anyway. But if you choose to make life a little bit easier for you, you're going to have to become radical. You're going to have to make radical choices. You're going to have to make choices that you know are the best for you, for your highest good. Not being selfish, okay, but connecting with your divine self. Because once you connect with your divine self, you then spread divine energy throughout, everywhere that you go, everywhere that you resonate with. You spread that divine energy. So you're actually blessing people through your own expression, through your own experience, by example. Okay? So it's either you choose to go the radical way by diverting from the path that you're on and become who you should be, or you continue on the path of who you want to be, but just know that the way is going to be hard and you're going to get on this path anyway. So the choice is actually yours. But just know that this is for your highest good. You will be happy that it happened. Okay? you'll be happy that it happened. Yeah. So the universe is trying to bless you, but you're afraid. You're afraid to take the steps that it's calling you to do, which is understandable. So make your choice. It's okay. God will protect you in no matter which way you go, but just know that choices and their consequences. So there's a choice and a consequence in you diverting, and there's also choice and consequence in you staying on this path, because by staying on this path you actually choose to stay on this path. By diverting, you actually choose to divert, and there's choices and their consequences no matter how you look at it. So the universe is trying to bring some kind of change into your life that you're refusing, but it will happen anyway because the universe wants to bless you. Okay, so no matter what happens, it is a blessing for you, and you will regain stability. You will regain success. You will regain companionship. You will regain all those things that you're afraid to lose at this time. You will regain family and all these things. Okay, just know that. But there's a change that needs to happen in you, because it's like you're being called to be a forerunner. You're being called to be the prototype, okay, of the divine being within your circle, within your realm, those people that you're around, those places that you go and stuff like that. You're being called to be a shining example of a divine being. And you would enjoy the call. You see, the thing is, when it comes to divine beings, people feel like they think of it from a church perspective. I'm a divine being, okay? Nobody's supposed to have better sex than a divine being, all right? Nobody's supposed to be more beautiful than a divine being. Nobody's supposed to be more fit than a divine being. Nobody's supposed to be more charismatic than a divine being. Nobody's supposed to be more bold. Nobody's supposed to be more comedic than a divine being. So being a divine being is putting you on a path to become the highest of the highs. Not above God, of course, but right under God. Okay? So, divine being, what does it mean to you? You see, you only run from it because your perception of it is probably one of boredom and lackluster. And I'm a divine being. Do I look lackluster to you? Not at all. Yeah, so it's all about your perception, how you see a divine being. So if you redefine what a divine being is, which it can be anything that you want to be, as long as it's of the highest good. Okay, you can formulate your character however you like, whatever you like. It's all in you already. It's for you to bring it to the surface, but you're running from doing that because maybe of the opinion of others, being shut out from your groups and stuff like that. But divine beings find pleasure in being alone because you get to develop your character exactly how you want to. And if you're being your own authentic self, then you will attract people who truly like you for who you are, instead of having to be someone that you think people will accept. You understand? So the universe is trying to give you a very, very magical gift. Okay? One that you will not regret. So I do wish you the very best in your understanding of what a divine being is. Okay? And hope that you have a smooth transition, whichever path you choose to take. Okay? So that's it for you, Sagittarius. Now, Capricorn. 2 more times. Capricorn, let's get your message. I think that might be important. Okay, so it's about you standing back and watching. Okay, you're not getting involved right now. You're just on the sidelines watching the scenes. Now the cards that were acting crazy is overwhelm and plenty. So there's an overflow. Then we have right use of power. There's an overflow of the right use of power. And then we have time to replenish. So it's causing a replenishing. All right. So that may be of some relevance to you. It affects your message in some way, but these are your actual cards that came out. So someone is using their power correctly, and it's actually lifting them up. Okay, it's actually working in their favor. It's blessing them highly. All right, so let's see your cards that came out for you. So we have opportunity, okay, and we have clarity and organization. Okay, so there's an opportunity right now for clarity and organization. Okay, it's an opportunity to get this stuff together, but you're choosing not to. You're choosing to just sit by and watch because you're resting and renewing yourself. The divine feminine, beginner's mind, choices and consequences, possibility for union. Then we have ego sublimation. That's putting the ego to behind and bringing your divine self forward. So that's acting mature and being reasonable instead of acting out of one's emotions and things like that. Then we have revelation. And we have rising above the fray. And then we have sacred contract. It's causing someone to experience life as it comes, and they're willing to take bold steps forward because they know that there are treasures hidden in the shadows. But there is a dream thief about that wants them to refuse the call so that they can become the disowned self. They want them to surrender the divine matrix. Surrender the universe as your partner. Are they dumb? Surrender grace and generosity. Surrender protecting the future. Surrender transmuting pain. These people are luck and right timing. They want to change your fortune wheel and bring obstacles. Man, fire for this person. Let me come again with this story here. What kind of... Hey, this person need to go through an ego sublimation. They need to put that shit in check, that this person is defective. You must give up all your glory for what? Rubbish? You must give up your beauty for ashes? Okay, so we have... Yeah, so we have the watchers here. Okay? Rest and renewal. Divine feminine. So someone's watching a divine feminine recuperate and regroup and get stronger. Beginner's mind. So this divine feminine is starting from the bottom, okay, and they're making good choices and going through their consequences as well, because they know that it will bring a possibility for union, starting with the universe. So they're already in union with the universe, and anything else that comes after that is just like icing on a cake. Okay. Yeah. So possibility for union. Yeah, so they're quieting their ego, the ego sublimation, so that they could get revelations or bring revelations to rise above the fray. That means to see things from a higher perspective. They see the sacred contract. So this person, this divine feminine, they know where they're going. They know what they're going towards. So whoever it is that wants this divine feminine to give up their divinity for their devil self or their lower vibrational self must be a fucking idiot. Okay? Yeah, this person already knows who they are. They already know where they're going. Alright? So the cards to come out, Capricorn, is opportunity and clarity and organization. Okay? So this person already has the clarity and organization to see the opportunity, and they have taken it. They're on their way. So if it's you, it's you. If it's not you, then whoever it is, it's a done deal. They already have the contract in place. They're already on their way. And it would be ridiculous to ask this person to step down from their high place. For what? Okay. Let's take a closer look at a tidy house. Clarity and organization. Because opportunity, we all know what opportunity is. Yeah? So we're going to take a look at a tidy house. Clarity and organization. Okay, it says clarity and organization. A thorough inventory. An auspicious symbol. It says if your emotional world feels messy and unruly and you can't seem to get clear, it's time to see how your environment is affecting you. Although your inner world has a huge impact on what shows up in your outer world, the reverse is also true. You can be influenced by the people who populate your daily life and energy of the objects around yourself with, of the objects you surround yourself with, basically everything in your surroundings. Okay, they can affect your life and your mood. So it says, now is the time for an inventory and full clearing of your environment. Ask for clarity from your relationships. Do not make assumptions at this time. Okay, so let me come again with that. Ask for clarity from your relationships and do not make assumptions at this time. Clear and ambiguous communication is key. You may choose to let go of some people from your life when this shows up. This is a good thing. Otherwise, you might stay in these relationships too long out of a sense of obligation and social courtesy, when in truth there is nothing holding you together. Be impeccable with your word, say what you mean, and be willing to make whatever changes are necessary to clean up your side of the street. If you know you are doing the right thing, it doesn't matter who has an opinion, whether it's good or bad. That said, right now, once you are sure your proverbial house is a tidy one, there is a release of energy to begin new things, to enjoy life, and to know with certainty you are on the right path. And somebody is definitely on the right path in this equation. I don't know if it's you or if it's someone else. Okay? But somebody's definitely, if you're the divine feminine here, you're on the right path. And if you're the one who is watching someone and seeing them on their right path and wanting to stop them, wanting them to refuse this call and change their fate to something full of obstacles, and it's futile. Give up now. It won't work. I feel that strongly. It will not work. I mean, you don't have to give up, or whoever this is that's doing the dirty deed, you don't have to give up. You can waste your time if you want to. It's your time. You do as you wish. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, the message for Aquarius. So I'm hearing a song. I don't know if it has anything to do with your reading. I'm hearing Ginuwine, So Anxious. Say, meet me at 11:30. I love it when you're talking dirty, girl. I'm so anxious. Say, no, I'm a sexaholic. Yeah, okay. I don't know if that has something to do with your reading, but that's what I'm hearing in my head. Alright, let's get the message for Aquarius. Alright, Aquarius, we have new beginnings. Alright, new beginnings. So, after that, which way should I? Oh, let me turn them because I keep having to do them over. We got new beginnings, then we have preparations come to fruition. Okay. And then we have a gestation period. And then we have needing direction. And then we have teachability. Okay, then we have transpersonal. Just watching, not doing anything. And then we have luck and right timing, fortune's wheel. Okay, so you want a new beginning. The courage to step into life. Okay, so you want a new beginning. Bold step forward. Transmuting pain. Okay, letting pain work to bless you instead of hurt you and hold you back. We have opportunity, and we have clarity and organization regarding divine feminine. So you're trying to understand someone. So anxious. Okay, so you're desiring someone. You want a new beginning, but you don't really know how to bring it about. So see, you got preparations come to fruition, gestation period. See, that's the conflict. So you got preparations come to fruition, but then we have a gestation period. So there's a delay. Okay, so there's a blockage there. Then needing direction. So it's like you were making preparations. You thought you had everything in order, but now you're coming to realize you don't. You need direction. You need to stop. Then we have teachability. So you're standing off, taking a look, and waiting for the right time so that you can make your next move. Okay? You're trying to understand this divine feminine. So you're in deep quiet meditation and stillness. And we have root girl, the disowned self. See? This isn't going to help you. The disowned self. Now, unless you're taking a look at your disowned self, so it's like the fact that you're not being your true self mean that you will not gain the understanding that you seek. We have Herald of Change, reconciliations. So you want to reconcile with somebody. But first you need to repair your body, mind, and spirit. You see. You're not in the right. If you've disowned yourself, meaning that you're in your ego self, you're not paying attention to what you truly want. You're not paying attention to what is truly true. You're paying attention to your truth only. Okay, what you should be paying attention to is the true truth. Okay, so not what you want it to be, not what you want to believe, but what actually is. Okay, new beginnings. So let's see. So I'm gonna read the Root Girl, Disowned Self. I feel that this is the most important card for you because everything else is quite understandable. They're straightforward. Teachability also. The disowned self. The disowned self is the most important. So we're going to take a closer look at the disowned self, Root Girl. Okay. It says the disowned self, hidden beauty, the need for acceptance and love. Hidden beauty, you know. I mean, you're not seeing yourself clearly. You're not seeing the situation clearly. Okay, let's see what it says. Now it says, Root Girl sits shivering, unclean and naked at the base of the tree of the self. She is unloved, unwanted, and shunned for her deformities. She has no home, but is safe burrowing underground to dwell near the deepest roots of this sacred tree. Who is she to you? Could this urchin be the one part of you that reintegrated? Could this urchin be the one part of you that reintegrated can lead you to wholeness and true purpose? This is a part of you, the embodiment of a deeply flawed perception of your failures, manifesting as guilt and shame. When you project envy onto others or any emotion or instinct that you've learned to repress or deem unnatural, it's this homeless child self crying for attention, acceptance, and love. You want to lash out, ignore it, push it aside, all the while refusing to acknowledge this ugly quality as belonging to you. But if you would only look into the Root Girl's eyes and see the beauty and the unmet need, your unmet need, you would realize that this part of you asks for your compassion and understanding. This part of you was born when you were wounded and were conditioned to believe you were not whole, that your expression of self is somehow too much or too little. You may have even inherited this creature from your ancestors. However, it was this child self. This child self came to be curled up at the roots of your sacred tree self. It's time to welcome her into your heart, or him. When you do, everything you've been searching for becomes illuminated and your path lights up with renewed purpose. When you come to love Root Girl and claim her as your own, accepting her and your humanity, she is transformed just as you are. Then all manner of magic begins to arrive in abundant form. Look for the beauty. So, Aquarius, what you need to realize here is that's your beginning point. This thing that you're after, this person that you're trying to understand, if you allow this disowned part of yourself to keep clouding your judgment, you will never be able to see the situation, themselves, or you, your own self, properly. And you will always be hitting a brick wall. You will never succeed. You will not make one step forward because you're not facing the truth. Okay? So the first step is to recognize your own vulnerabilities. Be true about your feelings, your understanding, your emotions, your experiences. Be true about the story from your perspective. Be true about the story from your perspective. It may not feel good to recognize certain things, because when we see ourselves being weak or being made a fool of or any negative thing, it doesn't make us feel good, but it will do you well to go through it rather than try to go around it. If you have to go through it with the help of someone, do that. If you have to go through it away from everyone because you're gonna cry, and you know crying brings an ugly face and all that, then do that. Take some time to go through it. Okay? My father passed away, just to show you an example of what I'm saying. Yeah, my father, he loved music. He wrote gospel music, and he liked to sing them and send them to me so I can listen to them. He passed away, and just before he passed away, he sent me a recording. Okay, and it is a recording that came after I had an upheaval with some other family members. I behaved very radically, let's put it like that. I was in my devil mode, and I thought I was using it correctly because a family member needed to be defended and nobody else was doing it, so I decided I'm gonna do it. And my dad, I think it broke his heart. Okay, although I was doing it for the right reasons and stuff like that, I don't think that he saw it as that, because he just wants everybody to be happy together. Okay, so I think that it broke his heart. And the song that he sang and sent to me, the last one after this event, I could hear the pain in his voice. And every time I heard that song, because I have it on my playlist, so it comes up randomly, and every time I heard it, it would bring tears to my eyes. It would evoke emotions like now. However, before, it would evoke the emotions, and they were very, very strong. So the first time it came on after he passed away, I cried, and I cried all the way to work on the bus. I cried probably about 5 times that morning alone. And the first cry was so painful, I had to lay myself down on the ground. Okay? And ask God to take the pain away from me, because I know that I was part of the reason why his heart was broken. But I had to defend that family member because it's a dirty job, but somebody has got to do it. You see, but my father was too much in his light self for him to do it. Now, too much light is not good, and too much darkness is also just as useless. You see, so he didn't see it that way, unfortunately, because he's just a good soul. Okay, so what I decided to do is, instead of taking that song off, because I know that every time that I hear it, it will evoke these emotions in me. What I did was leave it on the playlist and let it come up randomly and face it and let myself go through the emotions and let myself be at peace with the fact that, yes, his heart was broken. Yes, I hear that his heart is broken. I can hear that he's crying and stuff like that. But I have to go through it once and for all for it to be, and see, it's still in my system. Okay, I don't know if you can see the tears and stuff in my eyes. Yeah, but yeah, so you just have to go through it. If you try to go around it, it will always be there to be faced. And when it does come up, you're gonna have to go through that initial cry where you have to pray to get the pain away from you. Okay, so this is what I'm saying about the root girl and the disowned self. Own yourself. Own those parts of yourself that you prefer to hide, even from yourself. Do not hide them. Face them. Face your truth. Be brave, and where you feel helpless, pray. Okay? Ask for the strength. Okay? Talk to your angels. Talk to God. Whatever you believe in, talk to it. and ask for what you need. And if you don't know what you need, just connect with them in silence. They know what you need anyway. Okay, just take time to connect with them. You have to give them an invitation to step in, or else they will not step in. Unless they really, really want to. But they want to be recognized by you and invited by you. So it would do you well to send an invitation when you need to. Okay? So face your disowned self. You have to go through it once and for all. Once you get through that, then you will find things start to make more sense to you. Things start to get easier. It'll take a while, because it's been about a year for me now, and see, you still brings tears to my eyes. Okay, so don't expect a quick recovery, but at least you'll be making progress steadily. Okay, all right, so I hope that story helped you a bit to understand what I mean by owning your disowned self. Don't shun it. Don't shun it. Face it. Okay, it would do you well to do so. So Pisces, you're the last one on the list. I actually made it. I had to discipline myself to do everybody's. I was determined. I thought to take a rest in between, but I felt like going on. So here I am at Pisces. So Most High, let's get Pisces' message, please. Alright, Pisces, we've got possibility for union at the bottom of the deck for you. Okay, let's see what's coming next. Refusal of the call. We have balancing act. Protecting the future. We have the authentic self. Treasures hidden in the shadows. Confidence in your magic. The power of community. We have new beginnings. We have completion. Adaptability. Okay. So, what I'm going to have to do is go over these one more time, because the message isn't coming through to me clearly. Okay. I don't know why I picked them up like this. Okay. So, possibility for union. Refusal of the call. So there's a possibility to team up, but there's a refusal of the call. Okay, balancing act, protecting the future. So it looked like it was the best thing for you. Protecting the future, the authentic self. Treasures hidden in the shadows. Yes, treasures hidden in the unknown. So instead of accepting this call, you've decided to refuse this call or proposal. Confidence in your magic, because you have confidence in yourself. So you're waiting. Let's see, it says the power of community. After that, confidence in your magic, then the power of community. So working with some other person or people. And then we have new beginnings. New beginnings. And then we have completion. And then we have adaptability. So the power of community. So that's working with people. Then we have new beginnings. Okay, then we have completion right after that. Then adaptability. Let me see what comes next. And we have revelation. Did I show you these? We have revelation. Okay. So you're seeing something. Beginner's mind. Okay, so it was a learning curve. So okay, so it's like you refused one offer. You decided to work with someone else, and it kind of was over before it began, and you slipped into supernatural mode with your adaptability here, and you took it as a lesson. Revelation, beginner's mind, gestation period. So then there's a downtime, okay, so that you can recalibrate, needing direction. Okay, initiation, that's taking the first step, something. Okay, rise above the fray. So you're looking from a higher perspective so that you can see what resonates with you. Okay, and we have the divine feminine. Forgiveness. And then we have compassion. All right, so let's see what's the most important thing here for you. So there was an offer, you rejected that offer. Okay, so then you got with some other people, and that one was a dud. So you decided, okay, I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna step back, take that as a lesson. Okay, and I'm gonna chill for a little bit so I can see which way I should be going. Okay, and we're gonna start by rising above the fray, rising above the crap. Okay, to see what resonates with you, what resonates. And we have the divine feminine, forgiveness and compassion. So to me, the most important thing here is the divine feminine. Understand what that is, because that comes after resonating. So we have initiation, rising above the fray, resonating, the divine feminine. Then we have forgiveness, compassion. Let's read on. We have resourcefulness coming next. Ancestral wisdom. Repairing the mind, body, and spirit. Okay, and then reconciliations. Okay, and herald of change. Okay, then we have the disowned self. And then we have movement towards adventure. And we have more watching, more stepping back and watching. Then we have the surrender to plenty, overwhelm and plenty, and the right use of power. Okay, so we're going to take a closer look at the divine feminine indeed. I think that's where we should start from. Oh, that's the most important element here. Because by recognizing your divine feminine self, the cosmic womb, that you are a creator, you have the ability to birth new ideas, things, and maybe people and whatnot into life. So the first thing you have to do is recognize your divine self. Okay? And forgive. That's why forgiving came after. So recognize your divine self. And forgive yourself for putting yourself, well, getting caught up. Don't feel too bad. Be compassionate towards yourself, okay? Be compassionate towards yourself. We can't win all our battles. Sometimes we lose. Take your lose. Take the lessons. Yeah? Take the lessons most of all. It makes you stronger. Don't watch that. Let's take a look at the cosmic womb. Creativity, the divine feminine. The cosmic womb is a reminder that you're undergoing a beautiful process of birthing a new self into being. You don't know who or what it is yet, but you know it's full of life and love and passion and spirit. It's the perfect expression of you, imbued in love incarnate and ignited by the vital spark received from the divine. If you've had a difficult time in recent memory, feeling dry and stagnant or lost and unsupported, this is changing right now. You will feel newly inspired as so many ideas beckon for your attention. Know that you're safe to explore the expression of your rejuvenated creativity, releasing all judgment, as your curiosity is piqued. So don't be afraid to make mistakes, as sometimes magic is formed in mistakes. Okay? Or yeah, there's magic in the mistakes, or the magic is in the mistake. Okay? So be open to seeing things from the higher perspective. Yeah, rising above the fray. Okay, let's see. It says you're in the most fertile cycle of your life right now, intuitively keen, with heart wide open, mindful that each step in the direction of your dreams and desires is effortlessly supported by all the divine helpers in the unseen realms. And that's the most important message for you. So, you're doing the right thing by stepping back, okay? You're doing the right thing by stepping back. Step back, study yourself. The answer is within you. The magic is within you. Sometimes you have to start things by yourself. Sometimes you have to do something by yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to show the world the real you, and then the real people who love the real you will really come. Yeah, so I think that perhaps that's the best. Yeah, because the authentic self came out with the many masks. Many masks. So if you don't show the world the real you, you'll always attract those who are not resonating with you. So you are right to stop, assess yourself, get to know yourself, be yourself, and then your soul tribe will gravitate towards you, because that's the energy that you're putting out. Okay? And then success will come. Improvements will be made. Your joy will return, your understanding, your peace of mind, the healing of the mind, body, and spirit. Okay? It will come back to you. All right? So, you are right to stop, take a break, look at things from every perspective, including your very own perspective, because the answer lies within you, Pisces. Okay? So, this concludes the readings. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I actually had fun doing those. It took a very long time, but I had a great time. So, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.